Pinakuni from Honkai Star Rail is Project Stigma from Honkai Impact 3rd, and today we are going to talk about why, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like and share to support the channel, and without any further ado, let's just get started. So first of all, in case you didn't play Honkai Impact 3rd, I will give you a small explanation of what Project Stigma is, so that you understand the concept, and then we will talk about why Project Stigma and Pinakuni are the exact same concept. So what is Project Stigma? Project Stigma went under multiple different phases in Honkai Impact 3rd from the previous era until the current era, and during these phases it went under some changes as well. So I am not going to explain every single detail about it because that will just confuse you. I will just explain to you what the final product, the one that they implemented in Honkai Impact 3rd was. Now, if you did pay attention to the story for 2.1 in Honkai Star Rail, Welt did actually talk about Project Stigma. He told Acheron about Project Stigma and about a man who was a hero and tried to save humanity using that project. Now that man is called Kevin. He didn't mention the name of that man, he just told her that he was a hero for humanity and he tried to save humanity. Now, he carried that project basically by order from Dr. May, who was a doctor from the previous era who worked hard to try to defeat the Honkai. Unfortunately, they weren't able to defeat the Honkai during the previous era, and in the current era, Kevin tried to implement that project. Now, what is that project? They tried to bring together all of the dreams of human beings and form a giant. Now that giant is known as Spiritual Adam. If you did pay attention to the story once again in Honkai Star Rail, Welt did mention Spiritual Adam, and that is basically Project Stigma. Now, Spiritual Adam is a creature formed of all of the different dreams of human beings, and all of the human beings are going to live in that creature. Now, the good thing about this is the fact that no matter what type of disability or disease you had in the reality, you won't have that in your dream. You are completely cured of any type of disease or any type of disability that you had in reality. We even see basically an old man who was about to die. I think that he had around 1 week to die. He was sick and he was in the hospital, and the doctors told him that he was about to die a week from now. And that man was completely cured inside his dream, and he was living happy. Now there we got a little bit of philosophical and confusing stuff about how are we going to tell that man that he has to get out of that dream because it's not a real life there, and whether it is actually morally right to tell him to get out, because if he gets out of that dream he is going to die obviously a week from now. While if he continue to live in that dream, he is going to live forever. So that was some stuff that we got basically in that dream. However, as you can see, everybody is cured of their diseases and they are cured of any disability that they had. Now, if we go to Pinakuni, what is Pinakuni? Well, Gallagher gives us actually an explanation of how Pinakuni started, and that is that due to prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped. Now, what did we say that Project Stigma was? Well, bringing together all of the dreams of human beings together and forming one creature, right? This is pretty much what Gallagher is saying. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. As you can see, it is pretty much the exact same concept as what Project Stigma is. Both of them are bringing together the dreams of people and form basically an area where people are going to live. In Honkai Star Rail it was Penacony. In Honkai Impact 3rd it was Spiritual Adam. And the thing is, in both Penacony and Spiritual Adam, the people that lives there are completely cured of any disease or disability that they have in reality. One of the examples is Firefly. Firefly in reality isn't capable of living basically like normal people. She said that her ability to feel and listen and see and all of that is basically getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Now, we don't know if that was a lie or not, but I don't think that that was a lie. And the fact that she is dying by the second in reality. However, once she escaped to the dream in Penacony, she is capable to feel like any other person, she is capable to hear like any other person, to see, to be able to do anything that she wants that she isn't able to do in reality. And this pretty much represents the same thing that we saw with the sick man in Honkai Impact 3rd, who was about to die a week from now in reality, while in the dream he was basically cured of anything and he was capable of living his life happily without any problems. So you can see that it is pretty much the exact same concept. Bring multiple different dreams together, create an area where people can live, and since it is a dream, these people aren't going to have any problems, they will be able to live their life happily, and if someone can't do something in the real life, they will be able to do it in the dreams. And that is basically what both Project Stigma and Penacony are. So they are the same exact concept, and I really like that fact because, well, specifically mentioned actually Spiritual Adam and talked about Project Stigma inside this specific story. And he told Acheron about it. He didn't mention anything about Penacony being basically similar to it. I don't think that they wanted actually people to get confused and think about, wow, what is Project Stigma or what is Spiritual Adam, and then get confused about the story of Honkai Impact 3rd, because while yes, they are trying to link the two stories together, they are trying to make it a little bit easier for people who didn't play Honkai Impact 3rd to understand the stuff that are happening as well. So if they completely link them together, this will make it really hard for these people to understand the story, and therefore they are trying to stay away from it, but they are giving many hints from that. Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact 3rd. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video.